Welcome back to Living in the San Francisco Bay Area. Today we are going to check out Berkeley, California. Specifically, we're going to look at Central and South Berkeley. Berkeley is located just north of Oakland and in the East Bay, so just across the bridge from San Francisco. Ideal if you need to commute in and out of the city, great if you like an urban-suburban blend of living, and really great if you like good food, great wine, lots of fun activities, and ease of transportation getting around. Berkeley has a lot of rich culture for the arts, so lots of music, visual art, performing art, everything from out on the streets and on the street corners and the beatnik movement to a little bit more elevated. You've got the Greek Theater at UC Berkeley, as well as other playhouses and theaters in and around Berkeley. Berkeley is really popular with people of all walks of life and ages, so families, retirees, as well as college students. My name's Andrea West. I've been a realtor since 2010 and I'm a Bay Area native. Whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, I would love to help you with your search. My contact information is below. You can give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. You can also reach out to me. My QR code is in my banner if you want to book a Zoom. So right now we are in South Berkeley. We are on the corner of Prince and King. I thought it was kind of a fun little place to start, just to give you kind of an idea of the architecture and what it looks like out here. Lots of like Craftsman era homes is a lot of Berkeley, also a lot of Victorians, and we'll go take a look around. And that's in and around most of Berkeley. That is not just South Berkeley. You can see the streets in this area have got a lot of these traffic circles, and these are designed to help slow down traffic as well as make it much more biking friendly. Berkeley is really into biking, really into walking, really into public transit. Berkeley is the next most urban city in the East Bay after Oakland, and it shares a border with Oakland, so that makes a lot of sense. You're looking right there at the Malcolm X School right across the street. You can see there are kids out walking, people out bicycling. There are actually certain pathways that are laid out for cyclists to get around Berkeley. There are 3 BART stations in Berkeley, so there are a lot of options. If you don't want to have a car or don't want to use your car on a daily basis, you definitely do not have to. We're driving down right now Woolsey Street. I actually used to property manage a house on Woolsey. Beautiful street. You can see you got trees. There's parking on either side. This is pretty common in Berkeley to have kind of mixed use. So you'll have, multi-family residential, like apartment buildings right next to single family homes. You can see a lot of Craftsman's here. Over there, you've got more kind of Victorian style homes, and then another traffic circle. Really just cute little neighborhoods. And you're very close right now to the Ashby BART. We're going to drive over toward BART so you can kind of see what it's like. BART is going to get you in and out of San Francisco, and then also in and out of a lot of the rest of the Bay Area. So if you want to take BART now all the way down to San Jose, you can. You could also take BART up to Richmond, into the city or Daly City, South San Francisco. And then you can also just take BART if you're just going over to Oakland and say you didn't want to drive or something. So right now we are turning off of California Street onto Ashby. Ashby is one of the bigger streets here in South Berkeley. It's also known as Highway 13. As you can see, it's got 2 lanes in each direction, so definitely more traffic, more of a thoroughfare here. So this is the other side of that Malcolm X Elementary School. We were a couple blocks away before for it. So here we are at Martin Luther King Jr. Way and Ashby. Martin Luther King Jr. is another one that is a major thoroughfare, and that runs, it starts down in Oakland, then comes on up north to Berkeley. So that's a northeast Ashby's, or I'm sorry, that's a north-south Ashby's and east-west. So now we're crossing Adeline, which is another one that comes up from Berkeley. This is another major street that comes through here. Now, if you go up Adeline that way, you are going to hit just right there at the corner. The Ashby BART is over there. As we head this way, we are heading toward, this is Shattuck. Shattuck being another major street in Berkeley that takes you up to North Berkeley. Going this way, we are going to go hit Whole Foods. You go a little bit further, you'll hit Alta Bates Hospital. which is another one of the big hospitals in the area. And this little neighborhood is super cute too. I used to also manage a property on Ashby. Great little area, very busy street. So, you know, if you have off-street parking, that is helpful, but it's, you know, very convenient to get in and around things since you have the BART just a couple blocks away, and then Whole Foods a couple blocks away this way. But we'll go see Whole Foods real quick, and then I want to show you one of my favorite grocery stores in Berkeley. All right, so here we are coming up on Whole Foods Market. Whole Foods is right here on the corner of Ashby and Telegraph. Telegraph obviously being another major street here in Berkeley. We'll go right on Telegraph real quick and then loop back around. I will go show you one of the most popular grocery stores in town. And then on the other side of it, you can see that is the Ashby BART station over there. Here, guys, we are at Berkeley Bowl. Now, Berkeley Bowl is probably the most well-known and popular local grocer in Berkeley, if not the East Bay, possibly. Berkeley Bowl Marketplace has got a huge produce selection. They've got a really good meat and deli department. They've got, you know, tons of dried and prepped foods as well. It's just really your one-stop shop to get everything. Lots of options, organic, non-organic, really just a very good grocery store. People love to come shopping here. You can see the parking lot is packed. It is getting close to the end of the workday, so it's going to get even busier. But lots of people love coming here. So if you're ever in Berkeley, definitely come check out Berkeley Bowl. Berkeley has got, especially in this area, they've got some newer construction that has kind of popped up in little pockets, you know, usually smaller developments, not usually big developments. But for the most part, Berkeley is an older city. Like a lot of the Bay Area, a lot of the homes in Berkeley are early 1900s through like 1940s. So you'll see less kind of the mid-century homes down in the Berkeley Flats, kind of down in the city. Now, once you get up into hills, it's much more mixed. You can see stuff more mid-century and newer construction as well as older construction up in the hills. But generally speaking, down in the flats, most of it is 1950. Again, you can get some newer stuff, but most of it is kind of like this. You see a lot of people kind of do updating, remodels, revivals of their homes. They do a really nice job. It's kind of a typical Berkeley street we're walking down right now, and you can kind of see behind me lots of trees, lots of green, and then lots of kind of Edwardian Victorian era homes. A lot of the Bay Area is a little bit older, so that's pretty typical, especially in Berkeley. I'll just kind of show you an idea for the architecture, idea for some of these homes here. Street, you've got more kind of like Craftsman style. You've got some shingle, you got some wood.
This is Aquatic Park here in Berkeley.
Aquatic Park, it runs right here along the 580. And you can see it as you're going up 580 north, like toward Richmond. Really pretty outdoor, you know, obviously, really pretty aquatic park. You can go rent kayaks and canoes and go out there and do some fun things out on the reservoir, the lake. We are on Shattuck, coming up closer to campus, to UC Berkeley. So you can see it gets a little bit different in and around campus. It gets a lot more dense. There's a lot more businesses that kind of come in here, a lot more restaurants, a lot more eateries. We're coming up on University Avenue. We're going to turn left and show you what it's like getting a little bit closer to campus. So it's a Sunday, which means around campus, it's not as heavily trafficked as it is during the week. So better time to be filming, better time to be out. Right, here we are right by campus. I'm gonna go grab a sandwich at Ike's.
Stop for a quick sandwich, pretty handy. Eggs in Berkeley. Hey, it's a weekend to feel more chill in here.
All right, so right next to Ike's, you've got the gelato place, salad place right here, Mixed Greens, really popular in the Bay Area. This is the BART station in downtown Berkeley. So it's the downtown Berkeley BART. And you see how convenient this is? It's just a couple blocks from campus. We're just a few blocks from UC Berkeley. So you can see walking around is really convenient. This is Shattuck Avenue. A lot of people drive on Shattuck that, to and from where they need to go. It's one of the big thoroughfares here in town. And now this is right before you head on up into the hills. That's a different beast. Lots of tree-lined streets. Charming. You can see these are some of the cute little houses that look like Normandy village homes. This little row here. And this isn't uncommon in a lot of the Bay Area. We'll have some of these homes that have similar vibes, but this particular row is Normandy Village, and it's very cute. So now we're getting into the Elmwood neighborhood. So you'll see the homes here a little bit bigger, a little more estately looking. Again, still kind of the same era, the stucco or the shingle or the wood siding, kind of, early 1900s. And more mixed-use residential, so you'll have like the 2 to 4 units, as well as single-family homes, and then bigger apartment buildings. So, and that's really common in a lot of the Bay Area, especially the closer you get to the actual Bay, and really is very common in Berkeley. Even a neighborhood like Elmwood, where a lot of the homes are a little bit larger, you're still going to have apartment buildings close by. And I mention that because I get a lot of buyers who say, they don't want to live near an apartment building. They don't want, the excess noise, the excess traffic. They don't want to worry about that. Right now, that is Willard Park. It's nice to have these parks just kind of in and around residential areas. All right, continuing on over here in Elmwood. Now we are getting fairly close to UC campus. So as we head closer to campus, it will be pretty common to see a lot more multi-unit housing. So you'll see more apartments, you'll see more condos, you'll see a lot more of that stuff because you're closer to campus, they need more housing, there's more students, all of that. We're gonna go check out Telegraph right now and see how downtown Berkeley and around campus look. Doing construction there. There's, a lot of areas being built in and around the Bay. A lot of areas being built in the Bay Area, so you'll see a lot of new construction and kind of things being rebuilt and reconstructed. So this is Telegraph. This is one of the more busy parts of Berkeley. This is in Claremont, near the Claremont spot. You can see this is one of the neighborhoods that has some of the more stately homes, larger properties, larger square footage, bigger lots. This is definitely your higher end dollar ticket neighborhood. And you can just tell that walking around, seeing all the homes and kind of how they are. And a lot of these are, early 1900s. A lot of them obviously have been updated over the years and well maintained, but a lot of rich history in this area. Claremont is a beautiful neighborhood. Claremont Village is close by. You can go walk around. There's lots of things to do in and around Claremont. You're south of campus. You're a little bit closer to Oakland here and closer to the hills. You're kind of at the base of the hill north of Oakland. All right, so this is the Telegraph area near campus. And this is really the heart of a lot of the activity in Berkeley. See, for example, it is just blocks of restaurants and eateries and bars and shops and local businesses, coffee shops, games, karaoke, all sorts of fun stuff. And this is really a lot of where the college and local kind of living people in this area tend to come hang out, especially the college folks. And then a lot of tourists also come here. Coming up here on Telegraph. Telegraph is east of UC Berkeley, so it's a little bit more east than like Shattuck is. And this is really where a lot of like the art, progressive, kind of like artistic. Berkeley's known for arts and culture, kind of an avant-garde alternative lifestyle, and a beatnik community. There's a big hippie revival here in Berkeley. So over there you've got amoeba music, zebra tattoos, and coming up here, we're coming up on a bunch of eateries, coffee shops, bars, places to go out, things to do. Because you are so close to campus, this is kind of the hub of a lot of the activity. A lot of places, especially amongst the college students and young people, they like to come and hang out here. So a lot of times you'll see people, vendors selling things on the street vendors, playing music, selling art. To give you an example here, what I mean. And then the closer to campus you get, kind of, you know, is the ramp up. And then Blondie's Pizza over here, always iconic. And then we're getting close to campus here. So we're south of campus right now, east of Shattuck. I shouldn't have said east of campus, I meant east of Shattuck. And yeah, there you are. You're right there, just the Telegraph area right next to UC Berkeley. So you're right here at Telegraph and Durant. This is one of the busier places. Lots of eateries, lots of places to go shopping. Obviously, you'll see the Cal Bears clothing store and lots of logos around because you're very close to campus. Super Duper Burger, if you want to get a good burger in the area. There's lots of smoke shops. As I mentioned, Berkeley was a big part of the beatnik movement. There's a lot of political activism and social activism in Berkeley as well. Very kind of avant-garde. And it's not just students that come here, locals, tourists, all sorts of people. It's just that it's so close to campus. I would say a good majority of people who come here are affiliated with the campus in some way. They either work there or study there. Telegraph Blondie's one of my favorite pizza places. Let's go get a slice. Thanks so much for joining me today. Again, I'm Andrea West, Bay Area native and your local realtor. I would love to connect with you, whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days. My contact information is below. You can give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. You can also book a meeting with me. My QR code is in my banner. I know Bay Area real estate from both sides of the bridge, and when we work together, your goals are my business. Till next time.